Hello and welcome to ITGD Sports with me, Alan John and Saurabh. Today, we will be discussing a very important topic in the context of our World Cup preparations. India are right now in West Indies, and the preparations, well, they are not, let's say, not in full swing. The second ODI defeat to West Indies was a shocker for everybody. Against a team that has failed to make it to the World Cup, the Indian batting order crumbled. And a lot of fans and critics have been pointing to one name, Surya Kumar Yadav, whose involvement in the ODI team has raised many questions. A dashing batter when it comes to the T20I format, probably one of the best in the world. Sky seems to be limited when it comes to the ODIs. So Saurabh, the question here is right now that I want to ask is, who should we blame this for? Is it down to Surya Kumar's flaws that he's not performing in the ODIs? Or is it down to the Indian team management not finding a place for him? What is your take on this thing?
See, obviously we all know Surya Kumar Yadav, world number one T20 batter, probably the best batter in T20 cricket in last 2 years. Yeah. But if you talk about ODI cricket, if you see his numbers in T20I and then we compare his numbers with ODI, the numbers don't reflect the talent and the amount of runs, he has scored. If you talk about his failure as a batter in ODI cricket, there are many points. First of all, Surya Kumar Yadav, I think in T20 cricket, he is a batter who comes on and takes on the bowlers. He is one of those batters who comes and gives the opposition a fear attitude where he is batting and hitting out of the park every ball. Yeah. But when it comes to ODI cricket, this attitude has not helped him. Yeah. If you see, the strike rate in ODI is good, but he faces 20-25 balls. In ODI cricket, you need to be more patient. As the format changes, you need to be more afflicted towards your teammate. Yeah. And one more thing, you have seen, if you talk about this current series, he has failed in both matches. Yeah. But what is the team management doing? If you are looking for a number 4 replacement with Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul injured, then why is it that Surya is not batting at number 4? In the first ODI, he was batting at number 3. In the second ODI, he was batting at number 6. In the last 8 ODIs, he has not been able to score a single 50. Actually, his last ODI 50 came 17 innings ago. And in those 17 matches, he has not batted at the same position. He has been fluctuating from 3 to 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this batting order change is also not helping him.
Which brings me to my next question. When you look at the triumph that we had in the 2011 World Cup, Suresh Raina kind of played a similar role, if you can look at it, because he was, if I remember the Australian game, he came in as a finisher at number 6, and you almost kind of rotated it with Yusuf Pathan. But Sky is not that kind of a player, right? He is not at all that kind of a player. Now, if you want him to play that finishing role, why would you have Akshar Patel coming in at number 4?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it looks like the team management in itself is confused. Yes, I agree with the fact that this is one of those last series where you have to try out players. Yeah. But then you have to have defined roles, set roles for every player. Sadly for Indian team, top 4 of the playing 11 which will be playing, like Rishabh Pant, KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer and Bumrah. They are not part of the team because of different injury issues. But the players which you have, why are you not giving them proper roles? Why is Surya not batting at? If you want him to play that finisher's role, then let him bat at number 6 in every game. He's not batting at number 6.
Exactly.
One game he comes at number 3, the next game he's coming at number 6. If he's not getting that consistency in batting order, you can't expect him to go and score those runs every match.
So that is another major thing that I think, when you look at the management, they always say that they are giving the long rope to certain players who they want in the side. Now, Rahul Dravid came up with his, statement that, this is the final, like you rightfully pointed it out, that, they're giving the chances. But do you think that, Surya Kumar Yadav, despite being given the chances, he was a surety in the T20 World Cup. Let's not be wrong about that. But is he a surety now in the World Cup? Obviously he brings in a lot of big skill sets, like a player like AB de Villiers, who was that 360-degree player. But for me personally, when I look at it right now, I don't think he is a surety when it comes to the World Cup.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Like, he was given so many chances. I mean, in a country like India, where there are so many young players waiting in the wings to come back and perform, you're getting 28 ODIs to perform. And in this year, what has he done? Last 8 ODIs, if you see, he has scored just 68 runs in those 8 ODIs. How is this going to help you if you want to play the World Cup?
And let's not forget the hat-trick of golden ducks that he had.
I mean, you can have one bad series, but series after series you have failed to perform. When you know that likes of Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul are coming back, they will fit in the middle order. You did not take advantage. This was the last chance for him to take advantage. One more game. I don't know what he's going to do in the third ODI. But if you want to listen more about this thing, the Surya Kumar Yadav controversy, the Indian team management, and how is India preparing for the ODI World Cup, comparing Indian ODI World Cup squad of this year and the year when we last won the ODI World Cup, you must tune into Sledging Room. The latest episode is going to bring you much more about that.
Well, I think, like Saurabh said, we have to wait and see what happens in the third ODI. Obviously, the preparation, there is still a long way to go with the Asia Cup coming in. But the questions have to be raised on Surya Kumar Yadav and how he has performed throughout this time period where he was given a lot of opportunities. And as Saurabh said once again, do not forget to tune into our own podcast, Sledging Room, with the latest episode dropping this week. Thank you and have a nice day.